all sink, wearing the heart of gold. You're home fast, boy, better let it go. Head across and make a brighter crown. Carry the burden now, just set it down. The weight of guilt and tired.
We all know about Chinese food, Italian, even sushi, but how many of us know about Cajun? Hi, I'm Brandy DeQuinn from LoadedTV.com, and we're about to check out why this Southern-style cuisine is spreading across the U.S. with immense popularity.
Spread a weight to carry on your home. You can barrel cross, you can wear no crown. You can barrel cross, you can wear no crown.
Hey, la bon temps, roulé. Hey, let the good times roll. That's what we're doing right here, right in historic Jackson Square. Papa Vic here, Vic Allred from Jazz Louisiana Kitchen. I want to talk a little bit about the history of New Orleans itself. You know, it's a port city. We actually export and import more goods through this port than any other port in the nation. And that's kind of how New Orleans kind of came about. It was very much an immigrant town. Back in the late 1600s, obviously part of the Louisiana Purchase. Originally, Jackson Square, which is right on my corner there, where we just were, was part of the slave trade, and a lot of the original indigenous Cajun Creole folks came from Haiti and came from those areas, which were the original drop-offs of the slaves as they came over from Africa. And then the people kind of just took over this area. When they think of New Orleans, you often think of French. We're standing in the French Quarter, but it's not just the French. The Irish were here, the Germans were here, the Italians were here. Why do you think there's so much good pasta down here? It was the Italians that brought it. But this is what really influences the food that we have at Jazz Louisiana Kitchen.
So, where else to start our Cajun adventure but at America's #1 fastest growing Cajun restaurant, Jazz Louisiana Kitchen. Let's go. So my cameraman and I packed up our gear and hit the trail, leaving from Reno, Nevada, heading to our first destination, Lubbock, Texas, home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Yeehaw! Lubbock is located in the northwestern part of the state and was founded in 1876 and named after Thomas Saltus Lubbock, a former Texas Ranger. It's home to 3 universities, so there's some pretty hungry mouths in this city. Lubbock was also selected as the 12th best place to start a small business by CNNmoney.com. And with its easygoing and vibrant Texas nightlife, where else would be a good place to open the first ever Jazz Louisiana Kitchen? Jazz Louisiana Kitchen in Lubbock has so much to offer. With its live music and bustling atmosphere, you're in store for a good night out. The creaky floorboards, authentic New Orleans decor, warm and friendly staff are just an appetizer for what's in store when the food arrives at your table.
River keeps rising, oh dear Lord, save my soul.
Lubbock is a cool place to be. I love all the people I meet here. I've met some of my best friends in this restaurant. I've actually met my boyfriend in this restaurant, so it's pretty cool.
That's amazing. I just want to go back home saying, y'all.
If musician Buddy Holly had still been around and still living in Lubbock, this would have been his new favorite place to hang out. Have something to eat and drink and even possibly strum a couple of tunes.
Well, it's time to hit the road again, even though I'd love to keep a Texas accent and even a Texas cowboy. Next stop, Kansas City, Missouri.
Alright, you are go.
Alright, B, so where are we landing right now?
Okay, so we're not in Kansas.
Where are we?
Well, it's Kansas City, Missouri. And obviously, it's on the borderline, but
There must be
it gets
confusion.
confusing when it says Kansas City, Kansas, Missouri.
Kansas City
often referred to by its initials, KC, is the largest city in the state of Missouri with more than 2 million people. Kansas City was founded in 1838 and sits at the junction point of the Missouri and Kansas rivers. The city is well known for its contributions to the musical styles of jazz and blues as well as to cuisine. In 2012, downtown Kansas City was selected as one of America's best downtowns by Forbes magazine for its rich culture in arts, upscale shopping, and various local food. And that's where we find our next Jazz Louisiana Kitchen and meet up with owners Slick and Vic.
I'm here with Slick and Vic.
Absolutely. Slick and Vic show down here, Kansas City, Missouri.
This is amazing. My first time here. So, you guys are the people that started this.
Yeah,
Tell me about this. I need to
Well,
hear.
you just got back from Lubbock, right, on our trip to Lubbock. So we started jazz in 1986, and Slick was started at jazz probably about 3 or 4 months after we opened, and I was the original kitchen manager and part owner of the store really quickly after that, and then so most of this menu has been developed by Slick.
By me.
I want to know the history of jazz and your history, both your history behind this.
Well, my history with jazz started back in 1986 when I left a Mexican restaurant to go work for Jazz Louisiana Kitchen with
What
my
year was
friend, 1986. With my friend Mike Anderson here, which is a great cook in itself. And since working at Jazz, I take a lot of pride in what I do. I started out as a cook and just took it to another level with my style of cooking from what I learned from guys down in Louisiana and Mike Anderson.
Well, it's a great place to work. Got great co-workers. Got a great boss. Best friend. Been knowing him since we could crawl.
That's so cute.
And, I just enjoy showing up every day.
Another perspective, man. Mike Anderson had the privilege of going down to K. Paul's New Orleans kitchen and training with some of those guys, and the knowledge that he brought back to us that wasn't able to get down there at the time. He brought a lot of ideas, a lot of Cajun Creole cuisine cooking that's true down in New Orleans. You have to take your hat off.
Your food at Jazz is so amazing. Seriously, I can eat every dish and want to eat more, even though my belly can't handle it because I'm so full. But what is the secret to this Black Magic crew cooking?
Well, we just grab the spice and go bam.
Bam!
That's it.
Is that what you do too?
Well, it's kind of a tradition. You go, BAM! And there it is.
And there it is. Brandy DeQuinn, and guess where I am now? I'm in Missouri at Jazz Louisiana Kitchen, joined by Robin and Pam. Okay, so I want to know what you ordered tonight.
I ordered 5 pounds of crawfish. I ordered 2 pounds of deep fried crawfish tails, and I ordered 2 pounds of oysters.
So, how long have you been coming here, and why do you keep coming back?
It's absolutely the best fresh crawfish in town.
It's his birthday!
55. Yes.
So, are you eating these guys?
No, I didn't eat. I did try one, but he has sucked every one of these crawfish, tails and heads, by himself. I did one just to prove that I could do it.
Okay, I haven't done one before, but will you do one with me if he shows me how?
I'll do one with you. Okay, I'll do it.
I'm so nervous. All right, we need to all do one.
Okay.
And he is making me scared out of my. Oh my! All right, instruct me.
Okay, first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna separate the head from the tail. Then you're gonna take the head and you're gonna
Suck it.
and you get all the juice out of it. Then you're going to pull the tail back, and you're going to peel back a little bit.
Oh my God!
And there you have the tail. You're going to dip it into the butter. Okay, here you go. This is yours.
Suck hard.
Suck hard?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So
And intense.
Suck the head.
Suck the head.
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, and
now
then
pull that out.
pull the tail.
Okay,
Well, you got to break the tail.
break it like that.
Okay, and then pull the front.
Oh,
Okay, that's good.
That's
we got
good
it.
enough.
And then
Dip.
dunk it.
Yep.
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 Okay,
Yep. Go. Okay.
delicious.
All right.
And I'm Stuart, the camera guy. And Brandy's actually holding the camera right now. Normally she's hosting, but hey, I'm from England. Got to try some Cajun food.
Where are you from originally?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, hold on. There's a Jazz Louisiana Kitchen right there in Lubbock, Texas. Have you been to that one?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Home of the Red Raiders.
This is amazing because I was just there. So, what do you think?
I love it. I love all the food. I love the jazz. It's next door to Texas, so, you know, we love Louisiana.
So, what's your favorite meal here?
The seafood, St. Charles.
And how's the atmosphere?
Lovely. It is wonderful.
So, tell me what you like about Jazz Louisiana
The
Kitchen.
food is great. The music is great. The people are great.
So Stuart and I are really starting to see why Jazz Louisiana Kitchen is so popular and notable in introducing Cajun food to the public. Owner Vic is such an advocate for embedding the customs of the Cajun culture to each of his restaurants. So after a fantastic night in Kansas City, Missouri, it's time to travel high and low. Not really. Actually, it's not that far. To Kansas City, Kansas, just like a couple miles up the road. But you know what? It could be confusing to some. Alligators or crocodiles? Because it looks like you guys might in those rivers.
No alligators or crocodiles here.
Kansas City is the third largest city in the state of Kansas. It is commonly referred to as KCK to differentiate it from Kansas City, Missouri. The Jazz Louisiana Kitchen we are headed to is located at Village West at one of the most amazing legend shopping centers you've ever seen. That includes the famous Kansas City Speedway and is home to the Kansas City T-Bones.
Hey, Brandy right here, joined by Damien, owner-operator of Jazz Louisiana Kitchens. We're in the Legend Shopping Center, correct?
That's right. In what state?
Oh my goodness. We are in Kansas. Kansas City, Kansas. That's for sure.
That's right.
All right. What do we have in front of us?
We have one of our house specialty drinks. This is our own Bermuda Triangle, which is they can sneak up on you. They're so tasty they'll sneak up on you.
Okay, so why do you call it the Bermuda Triangle?
Well, we have 3 straws that form a triangle.
All right.
And after you drink the 6 alcohols that are in our red drink here and the 3 here, you will disappear like you were flying over the Bermuda Triangle.
So there's something in each one of these straws?
We have Malibu rum, we have Myers rum, and just because it's not enough, we put 151 rum in there.
Just because it's not enough. Let's cheers to Jazz in Kansas City, Kansas. You ready for this?
I'm ready. So good.
Wow.
So good.
I'm still in Kansas City, Kansas. I'm joined by Damien and Keith. We're here at Jazz Louisiana Kitchen, and I'm about to eat some good food. All right, I'm excited about these. Tell me about this appetizer
These
right
are,
there.
look at these beauties. Look how big they are.
Oh my goodness gracious.
These are fresh Gulf oysters. Our oysters are farmed from Galveston, Texas, into Mobile, Alabama.
Whoa!
And so we've always got oysters year round. Unless something catastrophic happens, we have oysters here.
All right, let me try something.
ready?
So what's we just squeeze some lemon on there, right?
Do the lemon. You can do some cocktails, some horseradish. Here's what I like. I like some Jazz Voodoo Juice.
I love things spicy,
Right on
that's
my
for
oysters.
sure. And then some of this and then the other stuff.
There you go. Here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
So fresh. So juicy.
Wow. I just
Love
keep saying
it.
wow.
Love it. We have a couple burgers on the menu for the less adventurous in a Cajun restaurant. But this
Okay.
is a Black Angus burger with andouille sausage on top, so we call this a Louis Armstrong burger.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. This is a big sandwich. Look at this.
Are we cutting it in half or we just
Yeah.
let's all just take a bite and pass it along.
Go for it, Brandy. You're first.
Okay. Talk me into it. This is delicious. Cheers. Oh, well, I'm not gonna be able to talk after this, so you have to explain this.
All right.
Anything in my face?
How good is it?
Your turn. That's so good.
Very good.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take another bite before I pass it back down. That's so good.
Now for something completely different. This is what you're going to find in a lot of restaurants in New Orleans. You're going to go for the
Okay.
muffaletta. A lot of different places use different meats, but they're all going to have the olives on there. That's the key to the muffaletta, is the olives spread on there.
Olives, okay.
Whether it's a spread or whole olives, that's what you want. That's what people go for on this.
That's a big
Now you see it.
bite for me, and now you don't. Ready? Told you I'm magic. You know, there's a little bit of spice in there.
A little bit.
A little bit.
The olive spread that we use has a little bit of pepper in it. A little bit of
love that
pepperoncinis in
flavor.
it.
You know what? One thing people get a little bit nervous about is they think that sometimes when you go to Jazz that it's a little bit spicy and they can't handle it.
Well, here's my answer. About 90% of our menu is made from scratch. It's made to order. When you order it, we make it. So we can make it as hot as you want or as mild as you want. But the key to Cajun food is not all the spice, it's the flavor. And when you, if all people are doing is adding cayenne pepper to it, that's not good Cajun food.
Next up, we have a catfish po' boy. Fried
Catfish.
catfish fillet. We've got lettuce, tomato, and pickle, and some green onion and hazel dressing on it.
And all of these are great lunch items. I mean, these are quick order. If you're in and out for lunch, you need to get in and out. For $7, this is a pretty good meal for $7.
Next, we have the mamu po' boy, which is andouille sausage.
Did you say pool boy?
Mamu po' boy.
Oh, pool boy. I'm like, hey.
But it's got a tomato-based sauce, some andouille sausage, Monterey Jack cheese on the top. And as you've noticed, all the sandwiches will come with our Cajun coleslaw and hush puppy.
I need to get me a big piece of meat in there. Let me find one. Oh, I found one.
Right on the end. Sausage never tastes so good.
All right, so this is your lunchtime thing going on, right?
Lunchtime. Come in, get a sandwich. It's quick, filling, and it's inexpensive.
Well, after recovering from another tantalizing food coma, it's time to hit the road again. Just like the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, we're gonna hit the road, and while the boys drive, I'm taking a nap.
What you got going on? High nose, eyes closed, holding on. And I don't want another.
We find our next Jazz Louisiana kitchen in the quaint college town of Columbia. Columbia is the 5th largest city in Missouri. An interesting fact about this college town is that it's nicknamed the Athens of Missouri because over half its population possesses bachelor's degree and over a quarter hold graduate degrees, making it one of the most highly educated cities in the United States.
So with all that brain power being used, people need food, right? So I went and caught up with General Manager Jeff England and his team to find out why they all love Jazz Louisiana Kitchen so much. I wanted to pop some question out to them, random questions.
Please.
You like the random questions?
Random, that's better.
I was okay. I want to know top 3 things you love about Jazz Louisiana Kitchen.
I'll tell you, we cook great food to great recipes, authentic New Orleans cuisine, and it's fast. Bam. I love that.
All right, I want to ask about your seafood.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Number 2.
He's interviewing me.
Number 2, fun environment, live entertainment. We
Couldn't agree more.
we love it. It's fun. Yeah. And thirdly, we've got the best customers in Columbia. I appreciate them. It's beautiful. And I get to say, and laissez le bon temps rouler.
Did I roll my R's good? You guys are amazing. Everybody I've met, everybody that works for you, and every customer that's been in here is so amazing, so nice.
They're great.
Okay, now tell me about your seafood.
Well, we've won Best Seafood Restaurant in Columbia 4 years in a row. It's truly an honor, amazing, and we intend to keep that streak going.
Okay, I've been here and I love this city. So if I moved here, would you cater to me?
You can have that great jazz food at your next event. Think birthdays, anniversaries, graduations. Let me tell you, you'll be the belle of the ball. You'll be the darling of the rodeo if you select jazz. Call me, I'll give you a complimentary, no-obligation quote.
I like that. So what's this? Roll your tongue and say that again.
Learned this from Bill Grigsby. Laissez le bon temps rouler.
Rouler.
Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll. Jazz Louisiana Kitchen. We're in the kitchen. All right, I need to know. I'm going to go down the line here. I want them to introduce themselves and tell me what they do here and what they love about Jazz.
My name's Shane Gwinnett. I'm the kitchen manager here at Jazz, and I just love the environment and my coworkers more than anything else.
My name's Cameron Noggle. I work mainly saute and window. I love the relaxed environment here and the ability to just cook great food all day long.
My name's Brandy, and I just love everything about Jazz. I'm from Reno, Nevada.
My name's Jacob Harrison. I'm a fry cook / dishwasher here. I love the atmosphere here at the job. We cook great, awesome food, so come check us out. Jazz, Columbia, Missouri.
My name's James Fulgerson. I work window and fry here at Jazz. I've worked here for about 9 months, and I love the positive attitudes and all the friends here at Jazz.
All right, I'm going to do this really quick. I'm going to ask all of you what your favorite dish is here to eat. Yummy!
My favorite dish would be the Southwest chicken fettuccine.
With the seafood little mamu fettuccine.
I'm going to go with the chicken a la mare.
And the crawfish andouille fete.
These guys know their stuff. They're quick, they're on it, they're productive, and they can multitask like nothing I've ever seen before. I can pat my head and rub my belly. I can't chew gum and walk at the same time, though. So it's time once again to leave a wonderful location and all these wonderful, amazing people I'm so sad to leave behind. But it's so nice to realize how much the Cajun culture means to them and how much they love it. You know what it is? Eat, drink, and have fun. So with Columbia, Missouri in the distance, it's time to hit the road, hit some tunes, and head for Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha is the largest city of Nebraska. With a population of around 400,000, it's a fun, up-and-coming city to live in. Omaha's pioneer period began in 1854 when the city was founded by speculators from neighboring Iowa. The city was founded along the Missouri River, and a crossing called Lone Tree Ferry earned the city its nickname, the Gateway to the West. Omaha is famous for its food inventions. The TV dinner, developed by Omaha's then Carl Swanson. Raisin Bran, developed by Omaha's Skinner Macaroni. The Cake Mix, developed by Duncan Hines. And the Reuben Sandwich. So, yet again, another great city to launch a Jazz Louisiana kitchen.
So now it's time to meet up with the young gun of the Jazz family, General Manager Jordan Jackson, who not only has a great taste for the Cajun cuisine, but also has incredible knowledge for the great beers. Hey, I'm Brandy, joined by Jordan. He's the General Manager here in Omaha, Nebraska. What's it like here in Omaha, Nebraska?
Omaha, Nebraska is a pretty simple life, Husker country. Everybody's a Husker fan. Other than that, yeah, it's just pretty simple life. Country folk, down home folk.
Speaking of that, I want to know what these drinks are.
Okay, I got a beer here, which is actually from our neighbor to the south in Kansas City. It's a Boulevard Pale Ale, probably one of their flagships other than the Boulevard Wheat, which everybody in Omaha knows the Boulevard Wheat. Yours right there.
Yeah, what is this? This looks beautiful.
This is one of our house specialties we call the Rainstorm, mostly because of the color. It's going to be Sky Vodka, Malibu Coconut Rum, Midori Melon Liqueur, and a little bit of Blue Curacao just to give it that color. So a nice, pretty cocktail for the summertime.
All right, so let's cheers. Take a big, good drink. And I'm hungry. Let's get started. All right, so let's start with this dish here. What is this?
Okay, our first dish is off our grilled specialties section. This one is going to be our, what we just call the grilled pork chop. It's a French cut pork chop, so it's got the bone in, which is always better. Always a little more tender, a little more succulent with the bone. We top that with a rosemary and bourbon caramel sauce, which is excellent, a little sweet pork for you. It's accompanied with a side of cheesy grits, which every Southerner loves, and our vegetable medley, which mostly consists of zucchini, squash, carrots, broccoli, and mushrooms.
What's your favorite dish here?
You know, it doesn't sound very exciting, but the blackened tuna with the dill hollandaise is absolutely amazing. It's actually a yellowfin albacore tuna steak, so it's none of that chicken of the sea canned stuff for you. Excellent. I like to sear it, very rare. But, you know, when you think of a Cajun restaurant, most people think gumbo, jambalaya, etouffees. Not me. Blackened tuna is mine.
And you heard him say chicken of the sea. Jessica Simpson, there's not really chicken in the sea. He's talking about tuna, okay? Just to let you know. What is this?
Okay. This one is off our blackened specialties. And that one right there is going to be called blackened tilapia with shrimp zarina. Tilapia is a great big piece of fish. I believe it's 10 ounces. The zarina sauce that you see on top is going to be a Parmesan cream sauce. It's got lemon juice, cayenne pepper, and julienne vegetables as you see across the top. It's going to be zucchini, carrots, and squash. And we also throw a few shrimp on there.
Oh my gosh, you just said lemon and cayenne. Ooh, I love those words.
There's a lot going on in this one. A lot going on.
Coffee and dessert. All right, so let's talk about the coffee first.
Okay, coffee, what we brought is a little bit of the Southern style Café du Monde. Very, very well known throughout the South, probably throughout the country, but Café du Monde is a nice little cafe. There you'll get beignets, which we'll get to in a second, but also their great chicory coffee, which is one of these, just the regular house chicory. This is what they call a Café au lait, which is going to be a little bit of milk, some of the chicory, and we put our chantilly cream on top of that, which is also the great whipped cream that we're going to serve with our beignets.
Yum! So let's try this amazing coffee. Wow.
Chicory is a very dark coffee. Big French roast, so it's very delicious, very hearty, very big flavor.
I just drank half of that. Okay. So let's talk about this.
Okay, beignets basically is just a French donut. So that's all it really is. It's a donut without a hole. The French started it. Just top it off with a little powdered sugar. And the thing that's going to make this dessert, this dish for you, is the chantilly cream. It's absolutely amazing.
What's chantilly cream?
Our recipe for chantilly cream is going to be a little bit of cream, regular sugar, vanilla, and Kahlua. Okay, but basically it's just a souped up whipped cream on steroids is what it is.
Love that. Cheers. Wow.
Little piece of heaven.
A big piece of heaven. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't talk right now. I'm gonna put
it's
this whole thing in
delicious.
my mouth.
After you have one of these, you'll never go to Krispy Kreme again.
That cream is absolutely delicious.
It's amazing. And it's a very good late night dessert as well. There's nothing wrong with coming in 10:30, 11 o'clock and having a nice cup of coffee and some beignets just to end the night.
Sounds like good night ending.
Good nightcap if you're not a drinker.
True. All right, so what's this?
Next, we're going to have our bread pudding.
Okay.
And today's bread pudding is a little different than the traditional bread pudding. It's a little more bread, a little less pudding, whereas Grandma used to make a little more pudding, a lot less bread. Traditional bread pudding also uses raisins, but we're going to do chocolate chips to sweeten it up even more.
Yum.
And then we're going to finish it with this delicious bourbon caramel sauce here. I say caramel.
Bourbon? You heard caramel and I heard bourbon.
There you go. So it's not technically caramel, but it tastes caramely when you eat it because it's going to have brown sugar, a little bit of bourbon, a little bit of cream, and a whole lot of love, just like down south.
Goodness, I don't even know where to begin. Wow.
Now, I'm just going to warn you, I may not talk for about 2 minutes after I eat this.
I'm not going to either because I'm going to finish this whole thing. You don't need to talk. Just nod your head. So if you're ever in Omaha, Nebraska, make sure you stop by Jazz Louisiana Kitchen and tap into Jordan's food and beverage knowledge. With one more flight and restaurant to go, it's time to grab our gear, grab a cocktail, and take a nap.
Like I'm pro New Orleans, but shawty I'm far from the same, but I got 2 A-messes that look the same way. DC, that's me.
So after a plane stop in Las Vegas, Nevada, we are now back in Reno, Nevada. Jazz Louisiana Kitchen's most westward location and furthest from its southern roots. Known as the biggest little city, Reno, and its neighboring city of Sparks have really developed over the past 10 years. Not far from the world-famous Lake Tahoe and only a 4-hour drive from San Francisco, Reno is a great all-year-round destination and another great spot to open up a Cajun-themed restaurant. And I'm back here in Reno, Nevada with Vic Allred, the owner, aka Papa Vic.
Yeah, bonjour, y'all.
Alright, so I just finished a whole jazz tour.
I know, what'd you think? So you made it to all of our locations. That's amazing. I think you're the first person probably ever. We need to start like a Jazzaholics club or something.
Jazzaholics, love that. High five.
Learned all kinds of fun things.
I learned so much. Okay, first of all, every location that I went to is completely different.
Yeah, it's completely different but the same.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
It's still very home-like, very friendly. Everybody, all the staff was so inviting and warm, welcoming, and very fun.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. You know, I mean, our theme is "Les bon temps reload," let the good times roll. So that's what we really want to do at Jazz and have good times. And so,
I really did.
Yeah. Now, you know, the interesting that you said they're all different, but they're really all the same. But that's what we don't want to be. Even though we have multiple locations, we don't want to be a cookie cutter where you walk in and you see, you know, this one store looks exactly like that store and exactly like that store. You know, we kind of take different restaurants and then convert them over to the kind of French Quarter feel with the wooden walls and the wooden floors, and then of course you got the beautiful music in the background right now,
awesome.
bands, live music as many nights as we can.
So I hope you learned a little bit of history and a lot of adventure into my adventure of Cajun cooking and Jazz Louisiana Kitchens. I highly recommend you check it out and try this amazing, vibrant, colorful, and very flavorful cuisine. For more information on Jazz Louisiana Kitchen, just head to their website, www.jazzkc.com.
LoadedTVKitchens.com. I'm Brandy DeQuinn, and thank you so much on joining me on my journey. 1, 2, 3. BAM! 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 1, 2, 3. BAM! BAM! There's only one word to say about what we just did here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. BAM! BAM! Wait.
Foam on top.
What?
Cold pot with the foam on top.
Cold pot with the foam on top.
That's just a Louisiana way. That's what Louisiana
saying.
saying for a nice cold beer. It's like a good cold pot with a foam on top.
You know what we're gonna go do right now? We're gonna go get a cold pot with some foam on top. Ready?
A cold
Bam! 1, 2, 3. Bam!